In 1969, John Lennon and Yoko Ono staged their iconic Bed-In for Peace in room 702 of the Hilton, Amsterdam. While others turned them away, Conrad Hilton believed that travel could bring people together and spread peace and understanding around the world. This belief still thrives at Hilton and among the people who continue the legacy of room 702.
Dear Joshua, you've been invited to room 702 today in recognition of the amazing ways you serve others with your life.
You need to be a good person, and you need to have hope.
Joshua walked into this church and met the pastor, who gave him $5 and said a prayer with him, and Joshua's come ever since.
His story is remarkable. He was orphaned at the age of 5.
After his parents were killed, he lived on the streets for years.
He got chased from country to country by militias.
He was digging through trash to feed himself, and now he works in the kitchen of a luxury resort that has abundant amounts of food.
I was a refugee in Rwanda at age 5. I've been there many years, sleeping outside, and I was sleeping underground of the road. Nobody was taking care for me, so I was looking for where people finish to eat and go in the trash can.
I met Joshua when I was a line cook here in 2014. Everything that happened when he was in the Congo, when he was in Rwanda, going back into the Congo, and then to bring himself over here to start a family and to work as hard as he does with all of that that's happened in his life. It's a shocking story.
He was mentored by a pastor at the refugee camp in Malawi and created a ministry of his own there.
When I heard that I'm gonna come in America, it was like a dream. And I was really happy. I can never know how to explain.
Joshua is a great person, and he's a great person to know. Super caring guy, very funny, and gets along with all his co-workers.
Very sincere, a hard worker, willing to help everybody.
Goes in early and stands next to the other cooks just to see what they're doing, from barely being able to use a knife until now he can cook just about every station we have on the property.
He's been integrated into the Hilton family, and everyone loves him.
Someone doesn't have a car and needs a ride on their day off, Joshua will go and pick them up and stay until midnight and bring them home.
When we came in this country, we need someone to help us. So I helped them how to find a job and how to give them clothes.
Joshua is doing so much work to give back to this community.
He's brought several other African refugees that have worked for us. He doesn't just train their job skills, he's training them in life skills, how to adapt to a new work environment, a new culture.
I do that because I know where I came from, and I know how it's difficult to have someone who can help you when you have a bad situation. And then when I see people need help, my heart touches to help people.
You have provided food, clothing, shelter, education, and guidance to other immigrants and to children in Africa. I'm pleased to contribute to your church so you can continue to support the education of orphaned refugees in Africa.
I know that they're gonna be happy to receive this money so they can go to school next year, so they can have books.
Sometimes we are so suffering and we don't know who can help us. But I think God gonna make the way so we can have a good support to help refugees
and orphans.
We've all read stories about these children, guerrillas that are fighting the civil wars in Africa. He could have gone that path, but instead he chose a path of love, and he chose a path of hope. And it's amazing to hear him say that it's because it's what his mother told him to do. When you think that he lost his mother at age 5.
My life look now beautiful, so nice and so happy.
Your message of peace and love is changing the world. Thank you for the example you give us all.